Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something wild. How the world almost ended in 2020. Sounds dramatic. Just wait until you hear what really happened behind the scenes. Before we get into it, don't forget, giving this video a like and subscribing really helps the channel grow. If you enjoy this kind of content and want more, that's the best way to support what we're doing. Let's rewind to early 2020. Most people were worried about toilet paper and working from home, but something much bigger was unfolding. We all know the pandemic changed everything, but did you know there were several moments that year where disaster was terrifyingly close? We're talking economic collapse, nuclear tension, asteroid near misses, and more. Let's start with COVID-19. It didn't just hit public health, it hit everything. Hospitals were overwhelmed, supply chains broke down, and global travel froze. Millions lost jobs. For the first time in modern history, the world economy came to a grinding halt. This wasn't just a downturn, it was a freeze. In March 2020, global markets crashed. The Dow fell nearly 3,000 points in one day, its worst drop since 1987. Businesses shuttered. Oil prices briefly went negative. That's right, people were being paid to take oil because storage was full. Financial systems felt on the edge of collapse. Meanwhile, international tensions reached a boiling point. On January 3, the U.S. killed Iranian General Qasem Soleimani in a drone strike. Iran retaliated with missiles on U.S. bases in Iraq. Around the same time, a Ukrainian passenger plane was accidentally shot down by Iran, killing all 176 people on board. For a moment, it looked like full-blown war could break out. And that wasn't the only war scare. In June, China and India clashed in the Himalayas. Soldiers fought hand-to-hand in the Galwan Valley, and dozens died. It was the first deadly confrontation between these nuclear powers in decades. No bullets were fired, but the world took notice. Nuclear powers don't fight lightly. As all this played out on Earth, space had its own drama. In April, a massive asteroid called 1998 OR2 passed within 4 million miles of Earth. That's close by cosmic standards. Then in September, another asteroid, bus-sized, flew by just 1,800 miles above us. Not an extinction event, but a reminder. Earth is not immune to cosmic threats. Speaking of disasters, let's talk environment. 2020 began with Australia literally on fire. The bushfires scorched over 46 million acres, destroyed thousands of homes, and affected or killed an estimated 3 billion animals. Later that year, wildfires in the U.S. West turned the skies orange. California, Oregon, and Washington saw record-breaking destruction. At the same time, the Atlantic hurricane season tied the 2005 record for most named storms. Climate change wasn't just theory, it was on full display. But here's something most people missed: the 2020 cyberattack. In December, it was revealed that hackers had breached dozens of U.S. government agencies and major corporations. The SolarWinds hack, believed to be state-sponsored, went undetected for months. Sensitive systems, data, and communications were all compromised. Experts called it the Pearl Harbor of cybersecurity, and the long-term effects? Still unclear. Then came massive civil unrest. After the killing of George Floyd in May, protests erupted across the U.S. and spread globally. Most were peaceful, but some turned violent. Cities saw clashes, looting, and widespread division. Combine that with a tense election year, misinformation, and millions locked at home online, and it felt like society was on the edge. There was also a moment that looked like a scene from an action movie. In August, a massive explosion rocked Beirut, Lebanon. Over 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate had been improperly stored for years. When it exploded, over 200 people were killed, thousands injured, and entire neighborhoods leveled. It was one of the largest non-nuclear explosions in history and a brutal example of governmental neglect. Add all these things together: a deadly virus, global financial instability, near war, natural disasters, cyberattacks, and social collapse. Each of these events on their own would have made 2020 historic. But they all happened in the same year. It was like the planet itself hit a breaking point. So, did the world almost end in 2020? Technically, no. But emotionally? Psychologically? For a lot of people, it sure felt like it. And maybe the more important question is, how close are we really to a global disaster at any given moment? The truth is, we live in an incredibly interconnected and fragile world. A virus on one side of the globe can shut down economies worldwide. Political tensions in one region can spark chain reactions. One bad actor with the right code can breach national security from thousands of miles away. One spark can light millions of acres on fire. If there's anything we should take away from 2020, it's that resilience matters. Nations need stronger healthcare systems. We need better preparation for pandemics. More investment in cybersecurity. Serious commitment to fighting climate change. And diplomacy over conflict, especially between nuclear powers. We also need better communication, stronger leadership, and more public trust, because panic spreads fast when people don't know what's happening or don't believe the system works. 2020 showed us how fast the world can unravel, but it also showed us that survival is possible when we adapt. Here's the silver lining. We did get through it. Not without loss, not without damage, but we came out the other side more aware of what's at stake. The lessons of 2020 are still unfolding, but one thing's clear. The next crisis could be even worse if we don't take action now. Right finger if you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for more content like this. This is J03, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.